too flat.
Oh, geez.
It'll always be in there.
Gotta see that off
That's
the
what they
record.
want.
Wow.
Yes, you're.
Thank you for that.
Come on. You are live, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Is there any public comment? Did anyone not have a chance to read the minutes? Are there any corrections?
None for me.
Okay, hearing none, the minutes are approved. We have a financial report and claims.
Yes, sir. I gave some of you guys I gave you some copies. Seth might not have one down there, but this time so you can see the numbers.
Sorry, Seth.
In your airport cash account is $97,743.96. In your CIP, you have $244,672.16. And claims whenever you're ready.
Fire away.
All right, first claim is for the Subaru oil change, motor oil filter, and the Ford pickup oil change. First one I think was $68.03, and the other one was $75.14, for a total of $143.17.
I gotta figure out where you're getting those oil changes. That's way cheaper than.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's from $76, just did it
Yeah,
today.
it used to be in East Helena, but it's now here. And then your next one.
I guarantee you, at Ford Garage, it's not like that either.
No.
The next one is for the car battery for the courtesy car, which is a reimbursement that we talked about. And that was for $229.99, $229.99. And that is all I have.
I wonder how long this semi's gonna be eating pizza next door.
Yeah.
Just comment on that battery that came out of there. The battery that was in there was in 2016.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Good,
That's
huh?
That's pretty good life.
Especially for not being
Coincidence it didn't get
cycled
plugged
very
in
often,
then.
right?
Yeah, right,
And being frozen and not used.
yeah.
right.
That was very
You
nice
have
of
that.
that guy.
Oh,
There's that
Yes,
extra
it
copy. That's
was.
yours
yay.
for keeps and forever.
I didn't know him, but I knew the previous two that flew that route. The one guy did it for like 40 years.
We get a motion to approve the claims, please.
So moved?
Second?
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Claims are approved.
Mr. Chairman, may I bother you?
Of course.
Before we go any further, we are using AI now to do the minutes, and so could we, before the meeting starts, just say your name and your position so that when your voice is recognized, it comes in and the motions will already be in there. You okay with that?
That'd be great.
Okay, so just.
Adam McDonald, Airport Board Chairman.
Bob Hollister, Airport Board Vice Chair.
Robert Brigazzi, board member.
Jessica Lanzello, board member.
Aubrey Lewis, Administrative Assistant.
Seth Wolfgram, Airport Board member.
We will.
Kind of freaks me out. Just kidding.
It's not going to be used
Also,
for
I want to
anything
say
other
something
than
really
minutes.
smart to the AI machine, but I'll hold my tongue.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'd probably repeat it.
Next on the agenda is Robert Pesci and Associates. Lance is not available. I don't believe there's much of a construction update other than I believe he sent an email saying the little baffle that goes underneath the airport beacon has been made. They're waiting to install that. I don't think there's much left on the punch list, but I don't think there was much for an update there. Okay, we have a discussion decision on the hangar lease requests for Bob Hartley. Now this is for his name slips from my hangar number 4. Steve,
Steve's hangar.
right?
Palenkos?
Steve's hangar. They must have it out a ways. They've got it dated February of 2026. There's not much else to say. I don't know much about the guy. But
Who's going to be here?
He was gonna be here?
Hmm.
Well, let's do this then. Let's shove it to the back line in case he comes. How does that sound?
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, we have someone interested in a board position, in letter of interest. Daryl, would you like to come up and say something? Did everybody get a copy of his letter of interest?
Hi, good evening, everybody. I guess, I've submitted my letter of interest. Obviously, I'm interested in continuing the work that we've all done in the past, and so I'm happy to serve and dedicate myself to that. And any questions for me?
Are you looking at taking over the vice chair position?
I am not. I think maybe you or someone else.
There's more qualified pilots
Yeah.
than I.
However that works out, I'll do whatever needs to be done, yeah.
You may not have a choice.
I thank you for putting your hat in the ring.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah. I've
You'll be
always
a- you'll be a
enjoyed
great
working with all
asset.
you guys before, and I look forward to doing it again, so continuing that. All right?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so we'll do it this way. We'll have a motion and then discussion. There is an open position as of January 1st, so it's timely. We're not aware of any other interest, is that right?
I don't have anything right now.
Okay, so we'd entertain a motion to recommend approval of Daryl Folkvord for a board member, airport board member position.
I will move to recommend Daryl for a board position on the airport board.
I will second that.
Okay.
2 seconds.
Any discussion?
I think we would be a wonderful asset to the board. He knows the routes that we've been taking, the love we all have for aviation, and we gotta do things right. I think it'd be a great asset.
Okay.
I can't imagine a better candidate, so, yeah, really looking forward to having you join us.
It's got my vote.
Debbie and I usually call him a couple times a week anyways for, and just to put it on the record if it needs to be said, so he was our liaison to the commission previous to this, so.
And he is a pilot.
And a pilot, local guy, knows the ins and outs, obviously, of the board and how it works. Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, guys. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Congratulations, I think.
Oh, that's true. I guess it still has to go.
Oh, that's right. We don't have the authority.
Debbie's a hard sell.
I was gonna have you move right up and sit right there.
Yeah, no, it still will be the process.
We will do that Monday. We are having our commission meeting next week on Monday.
Great.
to Do the holiday.
Okay. Wonderful.
I'll let you know if you're in.
Okay, we're cruising right along here. Dwight, the floor is yours.
Okay, Dwight Thompson, Airport Manager. And for the AI assistant, I hope the AI assistant has an aviation background, Barbara, so we don't have to train the AI guy. So, not a whole lot been going on at the airport. We got a new hangar going up, and it's a little progress going on. A couple things that's happened, and I think I've tried to keep you all abreast. So we had the battery go dead on the pickup, and a pilot came in and spent a night out at the pilot lounge and tried to go get a motel and didn't have transportation. He called me the next day when I was in Helena. So it seems like whenever they need somebody, I'm always gone. So but he's a real nice guy, and he tried to do it. He didn't have anything else to do, so he tried to get the thing going. And then CarQuest, they brought him out a battery and stuff, so that worked out good. So with the pilot lounge, one of the things is, if you've noticed the couch that's there, he was wanting to go buy a couch, replace it. He says, I stay here quite a bit, actually. He lives in, I believe, Hamilton, and uses the Cub out of Columbus for his work. And so it's kind of halfway point and stuff. And so I went out and looked at it, and it is a little grungy, but I don't know, if I could get an okay to kind of keep my eye open for maybe, I don't know, a different type of a couch or a hide-a-bed or so. I don't know if anybody had any idea.
Love seat hide-a-bed. Is that
Yeah,
about how big it is?
I have a couch that just needs to be removed out of our basement as of today.
Oh, well,
I
great
mean,
time to
it's
ask.
not like we've used it. It's
Yeah.
not like, but I think it's fine. But
Yeah.
I can
Well,
send pictures if you guys want to approve. But
yeah, I was just going to
put
ask.
it on
somebody,
for
try to
free
look-
somewhere.
Try to look
so-
for something unused, and you see something on the
Yeah,
classified, but
it's
yeah.
like
if we
extra
could-
long, but
Yeah. Well, there's some extra room there, so
Okay.
yeah, we could measure it and see if it worked. That'd be great.
I also have access to one. It's a little older, but it does have a hide-a-bed.
Oh, yeah. It might be something to think about, for these guys that are. I offered my little
Because that was
apartment.
kind of an emergency situation, so it would
Yeah, it was
be
kind
a
of
little
bad
bit
weather.
helpful.
Yeah,
However it
And-
plays out.
and we have a little.
Do we have
apart-
like blankets and stuff in there?
No, but my wife said that she will make, if we had a bed there, she would take care of that for me. So,
Oh.
yeah. But we offered our little apartment to this guy, and I told him I'd come get him, but he just said, "Oh, I'm okay. I got a computer, and I really appreciate what you guys got here." But yeah, so.
And then he bought a battery and didn't want to get repaid for it.
Right.
Nice guy.
Yeah. So, and he buys gas from us and stuff, so that's good. So it's nice to, I think all of us have been in those situations and stuff. So we,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and it's nice to have a warm place to go. So it's nice to have a place for somebody to stay here. He had to tie up his airplane he tied it up to the little shed over the car. He was wanting to keep it plugged in, and he didn't have a cord to go clear out there because it was cold. It was that big cold spell. So, and then I also been working. I tried to get a hold of Lance again, and I'm glad that he got back to you on the beacon because I don't know where that's at. We aren't the only ones that are having an issue with that. Phillipsburg, they've called me twice, trying to fill in. They just got a brand new, same thing with hinges down, but they're having multiple complaints in Phillipsburg with the bright light and stuff. And they heard we were having some concern, and the only thing I can say, we're working on it. But and then I guess we'll have a meeting before in January. The Montana Aeronautics has their loan application opening up, and I was wondering if somebody from the board would attend with me to that. The only thing we have on there is the Canyon Ferry material grant request, but sometimes having a board member or commissioner or something there alongside, shows that there's interest. So
Sure.
I'll remind you then
Yeah,
on
that'd be
next
great.
month. Yeah.
When is it?
The Tuesday, Wednesday of January. Last Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see, I think it's the 28th. Does that sound right?
Oh, okay.
Here. Yeah, the 28th is when we do our presentation, and then we'd hear back on the 29th, most likely, the next day.
Okay.
And then, just a reminder, the aeronautics conventions and billings this year, so love to see everybody go. Sound like a salesman, I know, but and that's all I have right now, so,
Great.
yeah.
And regarding the question about approval from the board about a couch and whatever, I think we just put the word out, and I think everybody will agree we could, if we get a good one, let's throw it in and
Okay, well, we might have one, so, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
No
Okay.
financial issues, so.
yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Perfect.
okay.
As far as I remember the ordeal with the car, it was left on empty too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah, so,
Not that we need to
And-
develop a placard, but even if we just put a sign in there that says fill it up after you use it somehow. You'd think it's common sense, but sometimes it defies gravity for some people.
Well, for a while, we were getting, people would deposit money in that box where you check.
And there
it
is,
out.
there's money out there in that, and so, it-
We were-
this is the first time that I've been, since I've been here, that the thing has been empty. You know, most of the time, you know, pilots just stop and fill it up and stuff, so, you know, who knows, I don't look at the mileage, you know, did somebody take it to
Yeah.
Bozeman or something? I have no idea.
It's up to the high school kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but,
think we had to take and put that money into a fund with the county.
yeah, yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We've just dumped it
So-
in there.
So
but-
that money
Yeah.
stays right there and is
Yeah.
used for that gasoline.
As a side
But-
note, I believe we have a couple battery chargers in our hangar, if you
Okay.
need to borrow one, because our tug is,
And this gentleman that got the battery, he did fill the car up with gas.
Jeez.
So, yeah.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, nice
It
guy.
happens,
Yeah.
most people
Yeah.
are pretty good about it, but you
Yeah.
do run across that.
Yeah. You know, a lot of places, we've all seen the airport cars where the fuel gauge is disconnected, it's always on empty, so you
Yeah.
so you just pull in,
Easiest way to
yeah,
keep
but,
full.
oh, this is the first time that I was aware of that. You know, I don't check it, you know, you know, on a regular basis, but I guess I
Along
better
along
should.
those lines, I can report that last June, I went over to the Stevensville for some memorial services, and I borrowed the airport car. And it was pretty close to empty.
Yeah,
So I stopped by a service station there and I was gonna put some gas in. Didn't take hardly any gasoline. Still, the gauge was the same place it was before. The tank was full. So, like, you know, they don't work or whatever sometimes.
I apologize, Adam, I didn't get the fuel numbers this morning, I was in Bozeman, so,
Yeah, and I could've looked them up.
Yeah.
I've been looking at it. I think the weather lately, it's been close to nil on
Yeah, these need to go
fuel
back
sales,
there.
but
Yeah, they can.
that would've been just the last several days, I think.
oh, one other thing, I was contacted by, an auto group, I guess they do like little, I don't know what you want to call it, little races around Audubon or wherever it was, if we would be interested in hosting something like that, and they would like to just come in January and get on the agenda and talk to you about it, but they.
Do you recall the name of that outfit? Is it like a high-end sport car thing?
That I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I remember
they reached out
this,
to you once
yeah.
before.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it's the same outfit, but I've been contacted before.
Oh, okay,
about
it could be, yeah,
Can't remember.
I don't know. He just wanted to know how to get on the agenda and stuff. They couldn't come this month. And,
Well, he's welcome to
yeah,
get a hold of us and
Yeah.
ask.
yeah.
What is it
Yeah.
for? An auto? So I know-
Apparently, they use like Livingston and some other airports around, and they put up a course on a Saturday, but they don't use the runway. They just use a parking. They need a big parking area. Sometimes they do it in a grocery parking lot. But he was just going through all his insurance stuff. They're totally insured, and they've never had an issue. But I didn't want to say yea or nay. You have to come talk to the board.
Yeah, anybody's
Yeah.
welcome to come talk. On that last one, I couldn't figure out how we could justify shutting down a airport for a day for
Yeah.
an exclusive car
Yeah,
event, so.
yeah, and I asked that. I told him, I said, we really can shut down. He said, no, we don't shut down the airports. We just look for a spot they put up a course, and well, I think they're bigger than a go-kart, but I don't know. I really are a go-kart.
If anything, we could steer them to the
But they,
Top Gun.
apparently they pay the facility or whoever they do it with about $700 to use it for the day. So,
Well, he's welcome
Anyway.
to talk to us about it.
yeah, so,
Thank you.
okay, yeah.
Questions for Dwayne? I just had made a bunch of copies of the airport hangar layout.
That's great.
Did Seth get one of those?
Oh,
Gracias.
Oh, then you don't have one. I might have another one. Since it's been such a topic of conversation lately. Fuel, not much to report. Fuel sales have slowed a little bit. I did not check, Dwight and I did not check the last few days, but there should be around 7,500 gallons in it, something like that. Latest wholesale price is $4.09, so I think we're still just about right at $5.15.
What was the date on your 409?
Today or yesterday, I think.
Okay.
Does that not sound right?
Yeah, I thought mine said $4.09 or some such thing. I thought it was $4 a gallon essentially. Yesterday.
Okay. I wrote down 409.
I can go
thought
back
it
and
was
look
today or
at it,
yesterday.
and if it is, I can give you a call.
We're still on board with, or on par with the surrounding area.
Yeah.
We're medium-low priced. I don't think we're the lowest, but we're 30 percentile, I would call it. So, and sales have been good. Debbie and I and the county services gal, tell me her name again. We visited Megan Bullock. I'm just throwing this under new business. So anyway, we went out to the airport. We were talking about electrical, sewer, and water. There was some question with this last lessee on the very southeast corner about how all that works out. We don't have anything set in stone. I guess we wanted to provide some direction to lessees, and I think the concept is just like the electrical, we'd like to have the place for them to tie into, and then it's up to them from there on out. I'm still waiting for a quote from Northwest Energy to put in those 2 junction boxes next to the road. So nothing to report there. That's why we took it off the agenda. But so not a lot of movement there, but I think she thought it was pretty valuable we took a drive out there and she could kind of get eyes on it and figure out the best place for septic was the biggest thing. And it looks like we have room for a septic, or at least a good spot for a septic, which she thought possibly could service several hangars since it's such a low use deal. But
And she sent us a report the next day, and I didn't think to bring that with me.
oh,
I think you
I got it.
Yeah.
I also didn't think to
It was
bring it with
really
me.
fast.
Yeah,
She did, so we'll get that to everybody.
yeah. Nothing earth shattering there, but
That's great if people can work together on that.
Absolutely.
You don't have to put a lot of septic systems in, put one in and cooperative.
yeah, and there's not much room really if we do our job and get them all minimum spacing. So, okay, that is all I have. Is there any new business?
I was going to ask about this
Oh,
document.
what that is the document that's the agreement between Bureau of Reclamation, Broadwater County and Montana Aeronautics when Aeronautics and Bureau of Reclamation turned the Canyon Ferry Airport over to Broadwater County. Okay. The whys and yeses and nos are in that. And I had a copy of it, and I thought it would be pertinent, since I won't be here, be pertinent for the rest of the board to have a copy of that. And
Great. Very helpful. Thank you.
that might keep you from stepping in something.
Yeah. There's always details.
Yes.
Yeah, and on that note, a huge thank you to Bob Hollister for,
Well, that's right.
what is it, 14 years you've been with us, and Forsyth before that. Been a valuable resource and a good friend and nice guy, and we sure appreciate you.
Well, thank you. It's been my pleasure, and I've enjoyed it, and there just comes a time.
Yep, I get that.
Really appreciate it.
You
You will
start to
be
get
missed.
burned out.
Okay, any other new business?
I have one question, just because I've been out at the airport quite a bit, but is there any plans for the millings pile? And what is the latest update on that? I know not much is happening right now, obviously with the weather, but I know that this was a big concern of Lance's, putting it there, and I'd hate to see no action on that and having it harden come spring, summer.
Yeah, so we've spoken with the county, TJ specifically, about that several times, and Lance has voiced that concern several times. And the response is always basically, yep, we know, we have a plan. So what that plan is, I don't know, if maybe you do,
I know they
but,
want to use it on some county
I will
roads.
talk to TJ about it tomorrow.
but,
Won't let him forget that.
yeah,
Just so that it's on our forward thinking come spring, summer, I just would hate to see that sit there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a terrible eyesore there, but.
Or it turns to a rock.
Yeah.
And they're aware that it does turn to one big boulder, and I think they have a plan for it, but yeah, a little reminder would be great. Anything else? We're setting records here.
Do you want to go back to the hanger?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Ooh.
reminded him and I gave him the right time, so I don't know if maybe something held him up, I don't know. And he said he left some things blank, and I said, well, we can answer your questions when you come here. And-
Does everybody have a copy, or is
No,
it
I
just me?
just,
So the blank things, it
I
says,
sent you guys the copy of the
Yeah,
list.
I read through that, yeah. But the fact it's dated in next year,
yeah.
I don't think we need to act at this point, because they're all blanks.
Well, I wonder if he wants us to act though, because he may be in a purchase agreement. If I'm in his shoes, I would want to see movement on it before writing a check.
Oh, this is
I'm
a
sure
purchase
there's a
again, not
contingency
This is
on
a
it.
purchase of an
Yeah.
existing hangar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sure there's a contingency on securing a lease for the sale to go.
I would
through.
imagine so, yeah. Anyway, it's hangar number 4, Steve Palinkos' hangar. It doesn't have a square footage, but that's obviously not going to change.
Okay, but looking at this map.
Okay. You know, and I made a map with
Steve's
numbers on it,
S5.
and I didn't make copies of that one. It's the far northeast corner.
And that map
Says number
5.
5 here.
Yeah, it's number 4. It says 5 and a hexagon on Lance's map, but that is hangar number 4.
Okay. So he
Across-
is correct on the lease. This needs to be changed to 4.
That's right.
Okay.
And I marked up that, but that was after I'd made copies, so sorry.
No worries. Okay.
Yeah, he also didn't fill in the rate. I don't remember what that is, 13 cents or whatever we're at.
12.5.
12 and a half.
12.5.
And then he's got it signed. He did date it for February of '26, but again, I think when purchasing a hangar, you probably got to secure this, and maybe he's getting financing and whatnot,
He
so.
is well aware that he can outlive in it, I take it.
Well, I haven't spoken with him, and it does explicitly say that in the lease,
Okay.
and we can communicate that.
Yeah, well, he's got to sign the lease anyway, so.
Yep.
He did, yeah.
Yep, he's got the signed lease here, and it
Even if
really-
we communicated to it in an email
we
restating
should.
it, yeah,
given that, you know, that's new for this hangar.
for that specific hangar, yes.
What's new?
The non-residential.
Non-resident.
Oh.
Well-
Because that isn't.
Yeah, 9.2 says, in part, lessee shall not at any time use the premises or allow the premises to be used for either permanent or temporary residential purposes or as a hangar home. So it's pretty clear.
Is this one that was a hangar home?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. So he was grandfathered in, and then when it changes hands, it goes away.
It should leave the only one hangar home left out there.
That's correct. Yep. Does anybody know anything about, let's find his name here, Robert Hartley?
My husband knows a little bit, but I cannot speak. I don't know. Chris was sharing some of that stuff.
Okay, well, we'll do it this way. If we could get a motion to approve, and then we'll discuss.
I'll move to accept the lease agreement for Bob Hartley.
Second?
Okay, discussion? So we don't know anything about him, but that's not really relevant
Is there
to the
a
lease.
phone number?
Yeah, if you sign a lease, you sign a lease.
Yep.
Is there a phone number that we have for him?
Oh, yeah, I have his,
I wonder if we could call him and see if he's forgotten the meeting.
Well,
Or
if
the
not,
rate.
we can also follow up. I would just say my suggestion would be follow up specific to because the hangar home thing would apply to that. I would feel better if we followed up just to make sure that he understands that subsection of the lease. Is all, just so everyone's on the same page going forward.
I agree, to avoid any confusion whatsoever.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Would you like me to talk to him, or do you want to talk to him?
it's It's up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I'm just supposed to remind them that this is a hangar home and that we approved his lease.
We can skip it.
That it's not a hangar home.
Well,
It's
it
not a
will,
hangar
it will
home.
be a
It's
former
not.
hangar home.
Yeah, it was, yeah, former hangar home, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Maybe
is
you
no
better,
longer
maybe you
a
better do
hangar
it.
It will be a hangar with extensive pilot lounge.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, thank you for reminding me of that. Any other new business? Motion is, meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Motion is adjourned.
That too.
Thank you.